Did you know that according to recent health studies, over 70% of adults are considered overweight or obese? Here's the kicker. Experts agree that with the right approach, most people can significantly reduce their body fat in just a few weeks. I'm going to break down exactly what the approach looks like if I were to do it. No gimmicks, no false promises, just real actionable steps based on science and results. I'm Lewis. I've been a personal trainer for nearly 10 years, working with over 1,000 clients. My online coaching, I ensure CEOs and entrepreneurs grow their business by optimizing health and performance without the time sacrifices, restrictive diet, or missing out on precious family time. And on YouTube, I help you understand the key fundamentals to do it all by yourself. In 2013, at the age of 17, I went on a journey that reshaped not only my body, but my entire outlook on health and fitness and my pursuit of getting lean and be able to see my abs. That was my main goal. And it was my main goal for the first time without having them as a byproduct of just being a skinny teenager. To me, this wasn't just about a physical appearance, it was a challenge, a rite of passage to being a gym bro. I made the decision to cut out all bad foods from my diet. The elimination list was pretty extensive. No sugars, no processed foods, nothing that didn't scream health. In my mind, this was the only path to get as lean as possible. I replaced these with what I believed were the ultimate good foods, a repetitive, bland assortment of meals. Every day was a cycle of chicken, broccoli, and brown rice. The variety and flavours were pretty minimal, to say the least. I specifically remember one lunchtime when I was at sixth form college. I'd taken a pre-made meal, which I cooked the night before, which was chicken, brown rice, and peas. I couldn't heat it up because there was no microwave. I had no seasoning on it at all, no sauce, and I wasn't exactly the best cook, so the chicken was extremely dry and chewy. And the rice was bland and dry as well. It took me nearly 45 minutes to eat it, which was helped out by gulping water with every bite. And it was at that point I thought, surely I can't do this for the rest of my life just to get lean and to see abs. And as the weeks passed of eating like this and restricting my calories, I did notice changes. My body was indeed getting leaner, but something was off. I had no energy, each day felt like a battle against fatigue. I dragged myself to college with my enthusiasm waning. My workouts, once a source of something which I enjoyed, also became a bit of a chore. A lack of variety in my diet had taken a toll, not just physically, but mentally too. The motivation which was once there was not really there anymore, purely because I was restricting my calories too much, and it was just completely the detriment of motivation and energy levels. Worse yet, I started to realise that my body wasn't shaping up as I wanted it to. Yes, I was leaner, but I was also looking a little bit scrawny. My goal to have more of a muscular physique seemed further away than ever. The reality did hit me, and that's where I thought, this can't be right. I'm losing far too much weight here, and muscle mass wasn't there either. I started to realise that my approach was a little bit flawed. Nutrition wasn't just about eliminating everything, it was about balance and variety without too much restriction. It wasn't just about losing fat, it was about building strength and health in unison. The journey, which started as more of a pursuit of a single aesthetic goal, evolved into a deeper understanding of health and well-being, and from that point I shifted my focus. I did a bit of research, learned about diets, and understood the importance of diverse, nutrient-rich foods, as well as calorie and energy balance. And slowly, my energy did return, and with it, my motivation came back as well. Looking back, that experience when I was 17 was more than just a quest to get lean, as I said before. It was a lesson in the complexity of how to get lean and health overall, the pitfalls of single-minded goals, and the importance of a specific approach. But with that being said, if my only goal was to get as lean as possible, as fast as possible, and we are going to use the caveat of keeping as much muscle as possible as well, without purely starving ourselves, what would I do? I'm going to break this down into 3 different segments, which are diet, training, and recovery. So number 1, diet. Implementing a calorie deficit. So creating a calorie deficit, as a lot of us know, is essential and the main primary driver of losing fat. According to the Mayo Clinic, reducing your daily intake by 500 to 1,000 calories per day can lead to a safe weight loss of around 1 to 2 pounds per week. So a weekly example structure, days 1 to 7 might be track your daily intake, reduce intake by 500 calories from your maintenance level. Obviously, you need to know what your maintenance calories are first before doing this. And you want to choose nutrient-dense, low-calorie foods for balanced nutrition and to help keep your energy levels up throughout the day without spiking all the time throughout the day or relying on caffeine. So what are the practical examples? Meal planning. So at the start of the week, you can plan your meals. Use apps or tools to calculate the calorie content of each meal to ensure you're hitting your deficit targets. Also replace high calorie items with low calorie alternatives. For example, if you're snacking, you can choose lower calorie popcorn over high calorie popcorn. Or for example, which is what I do as well, I use 0% fat Greek yogurt as a snack as opposed to the higher fat one. And this is going to save you, especially per portion, around a few hundred calories every single time. Also, you want to take into account mindful eating by paying attention to hunger cues and stopping when you are full, which definitely is something which I struggle with as well. Avoid eating out of boredom or stress. I say this to all of my clients. A lot of the time when you're bored, especially on a weekend, if you don't have much going on, naturally you're going to go to the kitchen, see what snacks you're having, and that's going to put you up by anywhere up to like 1,000, if not more calories per day. And over the course of the week, that means that you are not going to be in a deficit anymore. A study in obesity reviews show that even a modest calorie deficit can significantly reduce body fat over time, although excess deficits can lead to muscle loss, which again I've gone through as well, and metabolic slowdown. Consistent deficits target fat stores, leading to efficient body fat reduction according to certain studies. And number 2 is training, so balancing weights and cardio. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you are into strength training or some type of resistance training, and you've maybe dabbled in some cardio routines as well. So ideally, combine weight training, minimum 3 sessions per week, maybe 1 hour to 90 minutes with cardio. Research in the Journal of Applied Physiology suggests that a combination is optimal for fat loss and muscle gain, and just overall health as well. If you watch someone called Peter Attia on YouTube or listen to his podcast or Andrew Huberman, you will know that for longevity of health, implementing some type of cardio is going to be imperative. So what's a weekly example structure? So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can focus on different muscle groups during weight sessions. I personally prefer to do a full body split, of which I do 4 sessions per week. So for example, Tuesday, Thursday, engage in 30 to 60 minutes of cardio outside of the days where you're doing strength training. A few more practical examples are that you could schedule your workouts to make it easier. So plan your weight training and cardio sessions in your calendar as you would any important appointment. Treat these times as a non-negotiable. Also, you want to consider variety in exercises. So keeping your workouts interesting is going to be something which does help a lot of people, but you don't want to switch them too much because we want to actually track our progress week by week, month by month. For weight training, mix different exercises, but again, as I said, not too often because you want to track that progress on each lift. For cardio, alternate between maybe running, cycling, swimming, or whatever form of cardio you like doing, whatever floats your boat. Also, if you're really struggling with time, as I say to some of my clients, if you can't hit the gym, there are plenty of effective bodyweight exercises you can do at home. For example, the absolute basics like push-ups, squats, and lunges. So what are the main benefits of strength training? Well, I'm going to keep this short because this should be pretty obvious by now, but it builds muscle, increasing metabolic rate. Cardio also enhances health and aids fat loss if in a calorie deficit. But what are the consequences if done incorrectly? Well, overtraining is the lead one. So that can lead to injuries and burnout, which again, I am almost certain I have felt before as well. Skipping weights can decrease muscle mass, lowering metabolic rate and impact on body fat reduction. A balanced training routine optimizes for fat loss and muscle prevention and overall health. Alright, third one is the recovery. So maximizing sleep, for example, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep nightly as recommended by the National Sleep Foundation. So what's a weekly example structure? Ensure 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Develop a pre-sleep routine for better sleep quality. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. This could include activities like reading, light stretching, or listening to some type of calming music, podcast, or in audiobook. Another useful tip is to optimize sleep environment. So make sure your bedroom is conducive to good sleep. Cool, dark, and quiet rooms. Consider blackout blinds as well, curtains and earplugs or white noise machines if needed. Another one which we all know but don't really do that often is limiting screen time. So reducing exposure to screens at least an hour before bed. This is going to be really useful. The blue light from screens can interfere with your body's ability to prepare for sleep. So one of the benefits of this, adequate sleep regulates appetite, controlling hormones, and also can improve workout performance because you have more energy. A lack of sleep increases hunger and cravings, which also can lead to poor recovery and weakened immune function and injury risk. Good sleep supports metabolic health for effective fat loss. By implementing these steps, backed by statistics, you create a comprehensive approach to rapidly and effectively reducing body fat. Consistency and adaptation to your personal needs and responses are crucial for success. So if you want to drop body fat as fast as possible, you need to have everything dialed in with a specific structure to follow every day, every week. You just need to tick those boxes. With all my CEO and entrepreneurial clients, I follow my CEO Health and Performance Blueprint 5-step system, which combines all 5 key areas. Head to the link in the description to watch the short video of exactly how I use this with my clients to get amazing results. Or alternatively, if you're someone, whether you run your own business or not, who would benefit from understanding in more detail your current health and performance, you can take the Health and Performance Scorecard, which is completely free, linked in the description, as well as my training programs to see if they are suitable for you and your goals, especially if you're struggling with some structure and accountability.